So ever since I found out about the stocks and shares ISA, I have been obsessed in trying to fill it every year because if you don't use your allowance, you lose it. Now, I started out investing within an ISA in about March of 2021. I put my life savings, plonked it within a stocks and shares ISA. It wasn't trading 212 back in that time. And then when April the 6th came around, I put in another £20,000 and already I had put in £40,000 in basically just 1 year. And ever since then, it was my mission to try to max out my stocks and shares ISA allowance every single year. But the problem back then was that I was just a PhD student. I was not earning enough to actually put in, £20,000 per year from my salary. That's £1,667 per month. Granted, yes, I was living at home and I was saving around 1,000, sometimes even more than that per month. And it was easier for me back then to put in money into my stocks and shares ISA. So fast forward to today, I have almost maxed out my stocks and shares ISA for the tax year starting 2026. None of this would have been possible without Trading 212. So if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, then all you have to do is to follow the link in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days but haven't received your free fractional share, then all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just enter my code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So since beginning investing within a stocks and shares ISA in 2021, I have maxed out my ISA for 5 years in a row. So that's a total deposit of £100,000. And I can guarantee you that it's not £100,000 from my actual wages and my bank. There have been things that I have been doing in order to actually help me max out my ISA every single year. Now, like I said, when I did start investing, I put in my life savings, which was around £30,000 to £40,000 into my stocks and shares ISA. So I had a big head start there. So as soon as I had maxed out my ISA, I believe this was April 2021, I began starting to find money to actually shove into my stocks and shares ISA for the following tax year. Now, a huge part of this is, of course, time and the fact that I've used many different general investing accounts outside of my stocks and shares ISA. Now, I've spoken about the benefits of using a general investing account. For example, the Trading 212 Invest account outside of a stocks and shares ISA. If you've already maxed out your stocks and shares ISA, then of course you can't further contribute to your stocks and shares ISA in that tax year. So you could go on then to prioritize your pension, for example, but I've always prioritized my stocks and shares ISA. So within a general investment account, we still do get some tax benefits. They are reducing and they may reduce even further. Currently, the dividends allowance is £500. When I first started, that was £2,000. And of course, as we've seen recently, the tax rises have been immense. The capital gains tax allowance stands at £3,000. When I first started out, that was £12,300. So it made absolute sense to invest outside of a stocks and shares ISA. Now, as you can see, currently my balance in my Trading 212 Invest account is £19,821. So I'm only around £200 away from actually having £20,000, which I can then easily transfer into my stocks and shares ISA if I decide to stay with Trading 212 for my next year's stocks and shares ISA. If you're wondering how you could do this, all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu, go to where it says Manage Funds, and then here you can move funds between your Invest account and your stocks and shares ISA. Very easy here. As you can see, if I wanted to transfer between my Invest account and stocks and shares ISA, let's say, for example, £1,000, that will go from my Invest account over to my Trading 212 stocks ISA. However, of course, this will contribute to your current tax ISA allowance. So if you've already exceeded that like I have done, doing this could add tax implications to your life. So if I go over to the max time period on my Trading 212 Invest account, you can see I've been doing this for a while now. I opened this account in 2022, and since then I have been gradually adding to my Trading 212 Invest account as much as I can per month. As you can see, the nice growth there. And as you can see, around April or May each year, I then take out around £20,000, put it into my stocks and shares ISA, and then continue building my Trading 212 Invest account. As you can see, last March, I was already ready to max out my stocks and shares ISA for this current tax year. I had around £23,000 there. Obviously, we can't predict what happens, and there was actually a stock market crash which caused my portfolio to go down, so I didn't sell out immediately. I did wait. I did end up selling at a loss, but it was was a decision that I made because I would rather have that money sheltered within a stocks and shares ISA rather than having it outside in a trading 2-on-2 invest account, for example. Now, when I pulled out the money, I started with only £6,700 for this tax year. You can see a big jump here, and I can tell you that these aren't deposits from my bank. I actually consolidated all of my investments from different brokers. I had them over in Free Trade and Invest Engine. I sold out a few of them and then just shoved them into my trading 2-on-2 invest account so that I can have them all in one place. It's funny because when I first started out investing, I was earning a lot less than I am currently now, but because I was living at home, I could save a lot more back then. So now I'm actually depositing a whole lot less, and that's because I have dependents, a wife and a kid, and it's not cheap. And trust me, I know how difficult it is to try to save £20,000 per year, and that's why I always want a year ahead. If things are not going well, then I have a full 23 months instead of 12 months to fill out my ISA, because as soon as April the 6th opens, I'm going to put £20,000 in there. And when the next tax year comes and I haven't got £20,000, that's okay, because I have until the end of the next tax year to put that £20,000 in, if that makes sense. Now, further to that, like I have said, by using a trading 2-on-2 invest account, I am able to actually realize profits, realize gains. I try not to actually invest into companies that will give me dividends because this is outside of a stocks and shares ISA. I am a company director and therefore I do pay myself in dividends. So any extra dividends I receive here could add to my tax bill. There are a few ways in which I try to avoid dividends. The main way has been in this account to trade, something I've never recommended, but something I have always been doing, and I've always documented it on this channel. Now, when you trade something like an ETF, you can always sell it before the ex-dividend date so that you are not entitled to that dividend, for example. Again, this won't make sense for a lot of people. Why on earth would you want to avoid dividends? But for me, I don't want to actually have any dividends outside of my stocks and shares ISA. And speaking of trading, this is how I was able to realize a further £3,662 this tax year. If I go into my history so far on my trading 2-on-2 invest account, I have realized over £7,730. This has always been a way in which I have used to boost the amount that I could shove into a stocks and shares ISA. For example, if I can realize £3,000 per tax year in capital gains, that means I only really have to worry about £17,000 to put into my stocks and shares ISA. And like I said, because I am always a year ahead, that basically gives me 23 to 24 months to try to figure out where I'm going to get that £20,000 from. So like I said, over the past year, there was a small stock market crash around 20%, which actually meant that I couldn't sell out of my holdings within my trading 2-on-2 invest account in order to put into my stocks and shares ISA. Now, that's taught me a few lessons. One is that cash is quite important to have as part of a diversified portfolio. And the other lesson it's taught me is that when the tax year is nearing, it's probably better to just have it in cash and not have it in investments, because investments are always risky in the short term. So currently I do have investments within this invest account. As you can see, 22 shares in the Nasdaq 100, which is down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. The rest is in cash, so around £10,000 in cash. So trading 2-on-2 counts the main pot and pending orders separately as cash. So if you add them, it's around £10,000. Not exactly. So all I have to do now is sit tight in cash and then transfer that over to max out my stocks and shares ISA for the next year. There are still a few months until April the 6th, so I could still take a risk and invest into equities in the short term, which I probably might still do. If worse comes to worse and there is another stock market crash around April, then what I can do is sit it out and hope that the crash isn't longer than a year, and then I have my cash to max out my stocks and shares ISA by the end of the next tax year. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.